Hey, welcome to this Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts gameplay video. If you love the history of naval warfare when castles of steel ruled the waves, then don't miss a minute of what's coming up. Hey, welcome. It's time to play some Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Got another viewer request. One of my favorite fans has asked that I build a Lord Nelson class pre-dreadnought. So we're going to do that today. And we're going to, I've been sitting here thinking, well, what do we do with her? Well, I think she was commissioned in 1908, 1908, 1909 with her sister ship Agamemnon. And I think what we'll do is we'll just take both of those guys and we'll take them up against some German pre-dreads. You know, I can't dream up a historical reason off the top of my head other than why not? So it's a viewer request. What do you want? You want me to get this perfect or something? So we're going to do her. We're going to set this up now. If I remember right, oh gosh, it's already set up. Wow, lucky me. I think I have to set this for about 1904 to get the right hull. If I don't, we'll back out and get it. We'll back out and get it right. Let's set up fairly close so we don't have to play around with a bunch of time spent chasing. Heavy cruiser, 2 destroyers, no transports. And this will just keep us honest, keep us from charging each other and doing the torpedo thing that I love so much. And we'll do the same thing for them just to keep it nice and fair. And I think an unlock is necessary, but I'm not sure to get the right hull. So we'll jump in and see if the right hull is there, and then we'll build her as best we can. It won't be perfect. There are issues, so we'll go through that in the design stage in the dry dock. But before we do, hey, if you've enjoyed listening to this nonsense for just 2 minutes already and you're still here, then please consider subscribing. You know, that's the YouTube ritual. I do the videos, and you, if you like them, subscribe, like, share, and comment. It's pretty simple. If you like them, then you do one or all 4 of those things: subscribe, like, share, and comment. Okay, there you go. That and new thing, you can now see my face, such as it is. Now that I've got the webcam going and the green screen, and I've overcome most of the technical obstacles to that here. That's exciting. So what do you think? Anyway, that plus if you care to keep me awake, you can always buy me a cup of coffee. The link is in the description. All right, let's see if we get the hull we need. We're going to get something. That's her. I think that will work. I think that will work right there. So I have printed my paper. I have printed my source so I don't have to screw everything up. She's good for between 15 and 17,000 tons. So that's a fairly straight up thing. Triple expansion, 18 knots. Okay, so let's ease this up a ways to just about as big as we can get without stretching the hull, and cut her back to 18 knots. And put her on long, and we'll leave bulkhead standard. Now she has triple expansion, which is cool, but you can't get semi-oil, which is proper. We'll just have to live with that. We'll give her an auxiliary engine. She did have corrupt cemented armor. Now her barbettes were kind of odd, from what I can tell, reading that they were, pretty good about this, but pretty bad about that. So we'll go with barbette 1 right now. We'll give her some anti-torp and double hull, although I wonder about this. Reinforced bulkheads for fun, anti-flood, and we'll give her a citadel of sorts. I don't know how that's going to last. I don't know how well that will stick. Let's get to the main tower so I can quit looking at all those hulls. The tower, and a couple of funnels. This might not be the right hull. Now that I'm watching her, let's find out if this is the right hull. Not the right hull. Okay, back out. We'll try again. I thought I spotted her. We may have to jump out and move up a year. Well, yeah, welcome to design in Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. And now that still doesn't look right. Might be. Maybe I'm getting confused, but I did this earlier and this is not what I was seeing. So we step through all of these bloody hulls and we are not there. And unlock and design ship. And now we're in dreadnoughts only. All right, well, we're just going to have to keep working. Let's try without designing. Without the... Oh, boy, this is fun. This is why I generally do not... Wait a minute, this might be the one. I generally do not bother. Now we're going to have to stretch her. I generally do not bother. You know what? I think we got the right hull. Anyway, this is why I generally do not do this on camera. But I guess there's some value. There's some value to seeing it. Let's take another look at my... See how I lick my fingers and touch my face? I pray for death. I want to look here and see if... Right, she has... Powered by a pair of four-cylinder inverted vertical triple expansion. Multiple expansion, triple expansion. We're going to leave it there. Go ahead and give her the auxiliary. Go back to the Krupp armor. We'll give her the barbell 1, a torpedo, protection, double hull, reinforcement bulkheads. Click the right thing, it works better. Give her anti-flood and a citadel. Yay! I think we're going to give her white powder. I suspect she probably used something crazy like lyddite, but I'm not crazy today. Now, licking the fingers again, rubbing my face. I won't get too radical with that. Let's see if she had some of the crazy stuff, now that I think about it. Whether she had the electrical. Don't see it. Doesn't say. So we'll leave her with hydraulic turrets, standard reloading. I think she had 18-inch torpedo tubes, and more of them than we're going to be able to put. Oh, she actually could have a radio. How about that? We're not going to do that. All right, we've got the secondary guns in. Now this is one of the uh-ohs in the design. Oops. Depending on the source, she either had 8 or 9.2-inch guns. I think the 9.2-inch is correct, but it doesn't matter because we can't get 9-inch guns and secondaries. Now, I hadn't thought about this, but we could try main guns, side guns, 9-inch. Well, I'll be back. Main guns, side guns. Okay, we've done all the side guns we can, but we can throw in a secondary. And they don't like that. It doesn't like her field of fire, be my guess. Let's see what happens if we throw a tower in, see if things settle down a little bit. No, it's not happy. How can we fix this? She just doesn't want to stretch. And she's just not going to play. Secondaries tower is needed. Let's throw one on. I don't think that will... Yeah, come on. I think I've confused. I think this is an indication that it doesn't like the field of that's interfering with the other guys. But I can't get the hull any longer, and I can't fix that. So we'll just leave it that way. I think that'll be fine. Funnels. She had 2. She's doing pretty good on balance right now. Main guns, center line guns, 12-inch guns. Let's just slap them down and see where the balance goes. 4-weight offset, 1%. Is that all, really? Come on. Okay, yeah, poor sectors of fire. It finally got around to complaining about poor sectors of fire. I'm good with that. All right, she had a bunch of, I mean, like a lot, if I can find her secondary guns. And they're touching my nose, touching my face. I'm just suicidal. 24 12-pounders. That's 3 inchers. We'll never get that many on here. But let's see how many we can. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Not bad. Not bad. Weird. You mean you're going to let me put secondary guns like that? Well, there's 16. That's an interesting thing. Well, what that's telling me is if I we throw these in here and see if we can make any towers fit. I suspect not. Actually, the secondary tower will go in there with those 2-inch guns there. But there's just no getting a main tower in. So we'll go ahead. And the truth is, I'd rather have the better rear tower. I go back here and look at this one more time. Get some there. How many does that give us now? That's a lot of 2-inch guns. I managed to throw a bunch of 3-inch guns in. All right, what have I done? Oh, she's only got 2 2-inch guns. That's because I'm being stupid and I'm putting 2-inch guns where I meant to put 3-inch guns. Back, 3-inch, single barrel. Right, now we have 14 3-inch guns, which is too many. I don't care. I'm gonna leave them alone. I got all this effort, and all I did was make too many of them. Well. Okay, she also had 5 18-inch. She also had a bunch of 47mm guns, which we're not going to worry about. She had torpedo launchers, 5 of. Well, there's 1, 3, 4. We'll have to live with that. We can't get 5 of on her. Well, she's really big and heavy, and we haven't even touched the armor yet. So she had a 12-inch waterline belt. Let's dial that in. Looking at whoa. See, this is the kind of crazy stuff that happens when I try to use the other monitor, and I'm having that problem here. The text in this usually gives me a better feel for it. Then the 6 inches at its lower edge. All right, I'm going to leave that as the extended. Her decks were 1 to 4 inches, so we'll go with 4 inches here. I'll go with 1 inch there. What else have we got here? Conning tower, 12 inches. And main guns, 12 inches. I think it was 2 inches for the. Now secondaries, I don't know. Let's see, is there any further details on secondaries? 8 inch on the secondary turrets. So that's pretty heavy. All right, well, she stays under the total max weight for this hull. I don't know if we can reduce her. Actually, I think we're getting into range here on her weight anyway. I just love handling all this paper. Who uses paper anymore? Says the guy who has a printer. 15,358 to 17,8. Now she's in the neighborhood of the proper weight. In fact, we could probably, if we want to make her more survivable, give her extra bulkheads. Really? I think she's pretty good. I think she looks pretty good. This is kind of a, but what the heck? It's an 8-inch gun. It's basically a broadside gun only at this point. But these 9-inch guns are going to able to play. Now, doing reading on this old girl, they said she was unsatisfactory. Go figure. A lot of other issues, not the least of which was it was real hard to tell the difference between 9-inch splashes and 12-inch splashes. So fire control is a problem. I don't know how or if that is modeled in the game, but I'm not going to worry about it. We're going to go play with her as it is. She's got a 4-weight offset of 0.2. I don't think I can notice that. That's such a small difference that I think we can live with it. It's time to rock it. Let's do this. All right, last video we had a whole lot of problems controlling things. I may go straight to AI control on everything but the battleships here because I'm that kind of guy. All right. Enemy smoke spotted to the north, which is that. Yeah! I'm really good at this. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Lord Nelson. That's 2 videos in a row where I've had to do that. All right. And look at the armor. Lord. All right. We'll do it again. And once again, the bad guys are spotted to the north. Except this time, we are heading north, which simplifies life. Where are my destroyers? Destroyers are good for 26 knots. And I've got them all screwed up already. Attach. Linux. Attached to that destroyer. And let's cut their speed down to about 20 so they don't get way out ahead of the battleships anytime soon. Argonaut is good for 20 knots. Cut her back to 18 so she stays with, well, I say that, there we go. And come to think of it, all right, she's a 9-inch cruiser. The destroyers are 5-inch cruisers with torpedoes. And I didn't look. She has no torpedoes. It's off to the races. All right, stop. Once again, we have the goofy behavior because of the formation orders. Well, why is she doing that if she's not attached? Click, 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 click. Okay, the way cool. I had no idea. Probably, I bet you it's in here somewhere. I just never paid attention. Well, I don't see it offhand. control. There's all kinds of stuff going on there. But the way cool, press the Alt key and see where your steering orders are going to take you. I like that very much. Alright, here we go. Got these babes under control. In fact, Argonaut, pick up the pace and turn in a little bit. I want you to get in closer to the battleships. And we are, it's done got exciting. Alright. P pauses. I didn't know that. Let's take a look at what we got here. I can't hear a thing. Now I can hear a thing. Oh, look. Wow, cool. Turtleback design with a midships turret. Sweet. And she is, okay, awesome. In that case, we are going to turn Lord Nelson and her bunch that away. Now I can hear far too much. Argonaut is making 19.5 knots. We'll go ahead and turn her a bit. Meanwhile, the destroyers are going to turn this way to screen the battleship, pick up the speed a little bit so they don't fall behind, and we are off. Alright, they are focusing. We're getting shot at from God and everybody. We are focusing on that big boy right there. Alright, Argonaut. I want you to just try to beat feet out in front of these guys. Get on the other side there. Whoops, that was exciting. Yep, okay, looks good. Looks like we got a hit. Pause again because we're seeing something else. Alright, there's the sister. We haven't identified them, but I think we got a hit on her. Well, she's on fire. We must have got a hit. I don't see a report on it over here. But we must have gotten a... we must have tagged her. I'm just curious. What kind of view do we have here? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we've got a very nice view. That's an F-11. Kind of interesting. The interface went away, so did the... I don't know what's up with the... I don't know what's up with this... Wow, nice hit. 9-inch hit. I'm still trying to learn this webcam thing when it comes to my software. So it may be misbehaving something awful. Ouch! That wasn't good. We took an 11-inch hit. We're flooding. I'm not happy about that. How far out is her torpedo range, for God's sakes? Woo! Those bad boys are well within torpedo range. What about for the destroyers? Nope, destroyers are going to have to work harder than that. Well, we'll keep them heading in that direction. That ought to work out nicely for us. Lord Nelson. Let's slow down a bit to try to improve our chances to hit. And I guess we ought to push the button. Come on now, get that flooding under control. That's really awkward. Man, they are after my heavy cruiser. What do we got here? Alright, we found their cruiser. We still don't know where the destroyer. Oh, we are taking some serious flooding. Lord Nelson's got serious problems on flooding. We figured it out. Let's take a look. 11. Okay, we've got armor. We ought to roughly equivalent armor. We've got better guns, although a heck of a lot fewer rounds to shoot. And we've got serious flotation damage already, which is sad. Ugh. Alright, destroyers, go. I should have done that already. I really want to keep this heavy cruiser somewhere in the vicinity for when his destroyers show up. Woof woof, they are not happy. They really want to pound the heavy cruiser, which is an interesting AI thing. Alright, you can see I'm you know what the problem with screenshots is, don't you? My face is in the middle of them. Never mind. Which is actually fixable. I can kind of deal with that in Photoshop. I can do a halfway decent job of it as long as I set myself up right. Yep. And might as well put this down here where I can get it all in one big splash. And we're back. Okay, I apologize. Forgive me. My oh, destroyer is getting hammered. Long ago should have put that on there, huh? We've already got torpedoes in the water. And I ought to leave that alone. Lord Nelson appears to be falling out of formation because of her damage. And I'm fighting the interface a little bit here. We'll detach her and try to get Lord Nelson back under control now that the AI isn't trying to do things with her formation. It's just not very convenient. Meanwhile, my destroyers, which have torpedoes, but I haven't checked where. Oh, good. Yeah, that's going to be challenging. And she doesn't have much in the way of range. We just keep charging forward and hope we get lucky. Don't know where their destroyers are. We're off and running again. Where is Hibernia? I want you to target there. And your secondaries target there. Secondaries target there. Alright, Argonaut. I think turning away is appropriate. Am I seeing destroyers? I think I am. Oh, she's so hammered, she's out of it. Ah, yes, my normal I can't run destroyers for anything drill. I want you to target there. I want you to target there. I want you to target there. Okay. I want you to target there. And Hibernia. I want you to secondaries. Your secondaries on the destroyer. I kind of screwed up here if you ask me. It's a mess. It's a mess. Oh, we've got a piece of that destroyer. just by the time ours sinks. All right. There. Woo! That being said, we have got a piece. We have got a piece of that heavy cruiser. Oh no, it was a destroyer. We must have target her. Somebody over here got beat up, but I've lost track of it. Alright, stop. We've got torpedoes incoming. If you ask me, they are a threat to the battleships, which need to turn away to avoid them. The destroyer doesn't have that issue. And you target there. I could have swore we got a piece of one of those guys, but maybe we maybe it was the other destroyer I saw. Alright, go. Whoa, what did we do there? What was that hit? 12-inch hit, bow belt. Oh goodness, itchy ear. Bow belt extended penetration. Nicely done. Nicely done. What was that? That was one of the big boys' hits. Where are those torpedoes? Woo! Nelson's going to have to get more aggressive about that turn. Oh, did we get one? 9-inch hits, and down she goes. Alright, our immediate problem is they really did a good job aiming. So now we use the Alt key and see if we can turn in such a way to avoid that problem. And you need to turn more. And I think you'll be okay. We got to watch this one very closely now. Alright, we're going to have to pay very close attention to this because Lord Nelson's kind of caught here. Although I think she has a way out, as long as we are very deliberate about our steering orders right now. I think she's okay. Alright, that being said, let's look around and see how we're doing. Hibernia needs to come back around. And she is wailing away on those guys. I want you to get back on nice and now, and you can use your secondaries on the cruiser. She is toast. She will sink here shortly. Argonaut, I need you to come around hard and engage that destroyer. Lord Nelson is almost out of the woods. Almost. Alright, there goes the Lennox. Alright, she should be able to turn now without fear. Get you to engage there. And your secondaries on that destroyer. And this has turned into an interesting fight, hasn't it? I think so. Alright, Scharnhorst is down. Pause. Oh, I ought to get a better screenshot than that. No, 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 no. I had it right the first time. Maybe. Maybe if I quit trying to have it one ship as the center of attention. We can get an interesting screening. Well, one of the ships really ought to be center of attention in the foreground. It's more interesting. Right, this is great fun. May not be much for poor schmucks that decided they wanted to watch a video rather than watch me struggle with framing a screening. There you go, F11. And interface back on. She's toast. Actually, it might be an interesting spot to take a look. Oh, that didn't work. That did. Yeah, the sound will make you crazy. Alright. Even I can't take this for long. I got to get away from that. Lord Nelson's coming around. Hibernia's coming around. Let's finish this. Nicely done. 8-inch hits. That ought to pretty much take care of their destroyers. I can't believe this. I actually won the light. Ouch. What hit her? Battleship tagged her. There we go. We won. Oh goodness, she's taken steering hits. And she's flooding. I say we won. She may die before it's all said and done, which seems to be the fate of my heavy units. Is always yeah, just when you think you got it under control. Not good. Not good at all. I don't know if we can avoid this. Her best bet may just be to try to accelerate out of it. I think she's going to get tagged. I don't think there's anything that can be done. Boom, boom. Oh, the Hibernia is in trouble. That was the vengeance shot from the destroyer. Hibernia is dipped in doo-doo. She better get that under control or she's going down. Come on now, get that flooding. Alright, I can't stand it. I just can't stand it. I'll lose 12 subscribers in one video just because I can't avoid. I just can't stop trying to get the screenies. Yeah, we can't get can't get all of them in a way that is really particularly interesting. We'll go for that and get out of here because we're almost done. This ought to finish. We ought to be finished up one way or the other here shortly. question is, will Hibernia survive? Let's get her around, see if she can use that forward torpedo tube before she drowns, before she goes under. Yeah, come on, baby. Wait a minute. She may be getting the flooding under control, and she did get a torpedo off. Good for her. Let's get her around, see if she can get the other ones in. Same thing here. See if we got a forward torpedo tube. The Argonaut went down. Look, they've got one of their destroyers is still here. I imagined that I was winning. I don't think we'll get a hit with this torpedo. I think she's maneuvering adequately to avoid it. It's just the way it is, you know. Whoa, we did get a torpedo hit. Outstanding. Nicely done, men. Nicely done. Oh yeah, you know, I'm having serious photographer excitement going on here. Okay. Maybe if I hit the button, we got playing again. Finish that destroyer off. I want all. If most of my guys got to be down, then most of your guys got to be down. I think she put another torpedo in the water. She did. Hey. Oh, that's secondaries, which clearly in game terms we have devastating secondary fire. Also, clearly that destroyer is probably doing ugly things to us from the point of view of, oh, we got her. All right. All that's left now is to clean up the destroyer. That was rough. 9-inch hits. Those secondaries, actually those are not secondaries. Those are the main guns now that I think about it. The only secondaries we have are the 3-inchers and the 1 8-incher. That's right. That's the only secondaries we have. The other ones are main gun side mounted. Alright, well, Hibernia did pretty good considering she took that 2 torpedo hits. She may be over-designed. 3-inch hits. Go to HE. And you know, that's just awesome. That's just, once again, spent half of my time in game working on getting screenshots that now take extra work while I try to shop this mess out of it. And there we go. Let's punch it up. It won't take long from here. We ought to finish her off in short order. Flooding. She may got torpedoes in the water. We got torpedoes in the water against her, but it doesn't matter. That should finish it up. And there you go. It was a fascinating little fight, as usual. all the light supporting ships get evaporated in the fight. But hey, we put both those battleships down. They were outgunned, and I may have over-designed Lord Nelson. Quite honestly, she may have had her torpedo protection and flood control may have been far too good. I don't know. It's hard to say. That's the beauty of the game. If you don't have it, it's worth every bit of the money right now. If the game never got any better than it is, I wouldn't feel like I had spent my money badly. And I have no reason to believe that it's not going to grow up into something with the campaign game that's going to be really, really exciting. Well, there you go. As usual, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you again real soon. Hey, thanks for watching. If you click on that picture of very young Waz, you'll be subscribed so you'll never miss another video. Then click on that bell notification button, and please share and comment. See you again soon.